Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find all the values of x, both real and complex, that satisfy this equation. Now, before you start expanding, notice that if we call this fraction inside the bracket a and call this fraction inside the bracket b, then this is going to be a times b, because here we have x plus 1 over x plus 2. And here we have x plus 2 over x minus 3. And if we multiply these two, then this is going to divide that, leaving us with x plus 1 over x minus 3, which is exactly what we have inside this bracket. Now, with this in mind, we can rewrite this equation as a squared plus ab is equal to 12b squared. Rearranging this quadratic equation, we have a squared plus ab minus 12b squared is equal to 0. We can solve this quadratic equation by factorization. Now, since we have two different variables, we are going to use the table method. What are the factors of a squared? We have a and a. What are the factors of minus 12b squared? We have 3b and 4b. Now this is positive, so the smaller number is going to be negative. Of course, you know that minus 3b times 4b is going to give us minus 12b squared. Now, a times 4b is going to give us 4ab, and a times minus 3b is going to give us minus 3ab, and 4ab minus 3ab is going to give us ab. That simply means that when we factorize the left-hand side of this quadratic equation, we have a minus 3b multiplied by a plus 4b. And of course, this is equal to 0. Now, from here, we have that either a minus 3b is equal to 0, from where a is equal to 3b, or a plus 4b is equal to 0, from where a is equal to minus 4b. Now, in the first case, we have that a, which of course is equal to x plus 1 over x plus 2 is equal to 3 times b, which is x plus 2 over x minus 3. To solve this equation, we start by cross multiplying. When we do that, we have that x plus 1 times x minus 3 is equal to 3 times x plus 2 times x plus 2. X times x is x squared. X times minus 3 is minus 3x. 1 times x is x. 1 times minus 3 is minus 3. This is equal to x times x is x squared. X times 2 is plus 2x. 2 times x is plus 2x, and 2 times 2, of course, is 4. Now we have everything multiplied by 3. Minus 3x plus x is going to give us minus 2x. Then we have x squared, and we have minus 3. Now this is equal to, we have 3 times 2x plus 2x is 4x. So we have x squared plus 4x plus 4. Now from here we have x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 3 times x squared is 3x squared. 3 times 4x is 12x, and 3 times 4 is 12. Now let us move these 3 terms over to the right hand side. When we do that, we have 0. Now this is equal to 3x squared minus x squared. That is going to give us 2x squared. We have 12x minus 2x. That is going to give us 14x. And we have 12 minus 3. That is going to give us 15. Now, from here we have that 2x squared plus 14x plus 15 is equal to 0. Now, we cannot solve this quadratic equation by factorization, so let us solve it by completing the square method. Of course, the first thing we have to do is to make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. So we are going to divide through this equation by 2. 2x squared divided by 2 is x squared. 14x divided by 2 is 7x. And of course, we have 15 over 2, and this is equal to 0. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to move the constant term over to the right-hand side of the equation. When we do that, we have x squared plus 7x is equal to minus 15 over 2. And the next step is to divide the coefficient of x by 2, square it, and add to both sides of this equation to complete the square on the left-hand side. When we do that, we have x squared plus 7x plus 7 over 2 squared. And this is equal to 7 over 2 squared is 49 over 4. Then we have minus. Now, instead of 15 over 2, so that the two fractions will have the same denominator, let us multiply both the numerator and the denominator of this by 2. 15 times 2 is 30, and 2 times 2 is 4. Now, of course, we have 49 minus 30, which is 19, and this is divided by 4. Now, this is a perfect square. So we take 1x, and we take 7 over 2, and we square. And this is equal to 19 over 4. Of course, the last step is to take square root of both sides of the equation. When we do that, we have that x plus 7 over 2 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 19 over 4. Now, this is equal to plus or minus the square root of 19 divided by the square root of 4, which is equal to 2. Subtracting 7 over 2 from both sides of this equation, we have that x is equal to minus 7 over 2 plus or minus root 19 over 2. And in the second case, we have that a, which of course is x plus 1 over x plus 2 is equal to minus 4 times b, which is x plus 2 over x minus 3. Once more, we cross multiply. When we do that, we have that x plus 1 times x minus 3 is equal to minus 4 times x plus 2 squared. Now, of course, you know that this is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 3. Here we have minus 4 times x squared plus 4x plus 4. We have x squared minus 2x minus 3, and this is equal to minus 4 times x squared is going to give us minus 4x squared. Minus 4 times 4x is going to give us minus 16x. And minus 4 times 4 is going to give us minus 16. Now, moving these three terms over to the left-hand side, we have x squared plus 4x squared. That is going to give us 5x squared. We have minus 2x plus 16x. That is going to give us plus 14x. And we have minus 3 plus 16. That is going to give us plus 13. And this is equal to 0. Once more, we cannot solve this quadratic equation by factorization, so let us solve by completing the square method. We start by dividing through the equation by 5. We have x squared plus 14 over 5x plus 13 over 5 is equal to 0. We move the constant term over to the right hand side. We have x squared plus 14x over 5 is equal to minus 13 over 5. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to divide the coefficient of x by 2, square it, and add to both sides of the equation. When we do that, we have x squared plus 14x over 5 plus 14 over 10 squared. And this is equal to, now, we can reduce this fraction to its lowest terms. Of course, you know that 2 into 14 is 7 and 2 into 10 is 5. 7 over 5 squared is 49 over 25. Then we have minus once more. Let us multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 5. Now, 13 times 5 is equal to 65, and 5 times 5 is 25. And now we have a perfect square on the left hand side of the equation. So we take 1x and we take 7 over 5 and we square. Now this is equal to 49 minus 65 is minus 16. Of course, we have 25. And of course, the last step is to take square root of both sides of this equation. When we do that, we have that x plus 7 over 5 is equal to plus or minus the square root of minus 16 over 25. Now, you know that this is equal to plus or minus the square root of 16 over 25 times the square root of minus 1. This is equal to plus or minus the square root of 16 is 4. The square root of 25 is 5. The square root of minus 1 is I. Now, when we subtract 7 over 5 from both sides of this equation, we have that x is equal to minus 7 over 5 plus or minus 4i over 5. So finally, we have all 4 values of x that satisfy this equation. We have 2 real values and we have 2 complex values. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more tutorials here.